Hi guys, it's me again. We have a haul video today. If you have any issues with creepy dolls, then you might not want to watch this video, but if you like them, then you're in the right place because I got quite a few to show you. Also, I just wanted to remind you guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It helps me out tremendously, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So here we go, guys. First, I wanted to show you a few of the little critters that I found. And here's some flowers from my garden. I save these every year, and he's going to have to go back outside to see this little critter popped out of one of the flowers. I'm going to have to put him back out with the rest of the patch, and he can snuggle himself back in. But it's coxcomb, and I always harvest it every year because it keeps its color, and just hang it upside down and let it dry, and it's just wonderful because it keeps its color. These guys I just found. The monarch butterfly I found in the road, of course. I don't know how I do it, but I do. When I go to like the post office, it's like a backcountry road, and I always end up scoping butterflies. I don't know how I do it, but I do. It's like my eyes just like hone right in. And this guy was at the store, and he was on the little sidewalk area, and as you can tell, he's not too small. He's a big dude, so I ended up with a dragonfly too. So I just thought I'd share that with you. This little guy right here was in my personal collection, and I put him up in my shop for sale because I'm going with a whole different theme this year, I've decided. So I decided to sell my little devil. He's a little paper mache like candy bucket, and I think he may be from the 80s. I'm not 100% sure, but he's a cutie. Somebody already snagged him, so he's going to go off to the post on Monday. This little guy right here is another one that I've decided to let go. This is my first vintage piece of Halloween. It's just a little plastic, you know, decoration. Excuse me, not very big. And he's just cute as can be with his one little twofers. But I'm just selling him for what I paid for him. So he's listed in my shop too. Perfect time of the year for Halloween. And if I don't keep choking on these chili cheese Fritos I've been eating. Excuse me. These guys right here, basically the same thing. I'm just selling them for what I paid for them. They remind me of Joanna Parker. But they still have their tags and everything. I never did use them. But they're cute as can be. They look like little cupcakes. But they're ornaments. Then you have the owl and the pumpkin. And you have the scaredy cat, the black kitty. And Diggs is behind me. I bought him a giant bone at the store, and he has not let go of it. He's carried it around everywhere he's went. But it's got these little, you know, the little hangers from them. And it comes, you know, in the little 3-pack here. And they're like I guess a resin material. So those are cute as is. I thought they would be cute if you made like little party cone hats or something and put them on them. Okay, and then one of my weirdo things I found is these salt and pepper shakers. They're from the 80s, and they're chompers. They are missing the, you know, little plug in the back, which is easily enough replaced. I mean, I've seen corks galore every antique shop I go in, so you could replace those. And, yeah, they come apart, and one's salt and one's pepper, and I just thought they were awesome because, you know, that's how I roll. So I got those, and I did find another one of these flower frogs. So I listed that in my shop. I love these things, so every time I see one, I snatch it. They're so cool for little displays of putting, you know, pictures and stuff in them. And I found some more of these. It's kind of a little assortment. I love these things. I have a weakness for these little tart tins. They're magnetic. I don't know exactly what they're made of, but they're like French tart tins, and they're all different ones. It's kind of a little assortment. But then you have this larger one here. And I think there's, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Can I count? I don't know. There's like 8 or 9 here. I can't count. That I listed in my shop for sale. And for some reason, these guys, I don't know if they're gaining popularity or what. I mean, they've always been great to me. I've always loved them. But for some reason, they're getting more expensive to buy. So I got those listed. And, oh, I have another Halloween-y thingy. I have more Halloween things. This little booger right here is something else that was in my personal collection that I'm parting with. It's just a cardboard, like, well, not cardboard. It's like a board. It's actual board. But it's a, got the image of one of those cute kitties, Halloween kitties. And I think I'm only charging like, I don't know, maybe $14, and that's shipping included for this little booger. And it's just cute to stand up, you know, in a Halloween display. Not an expensive piece. And I found these guys, which I thought they were cool. I already sold one of them, so I can't show you that one. It's done gone. But these are vintage masquerades for fun, for parties, for wall decor. 1979, Fort Myers, Florida. Okay, so there you go. But I had... See that little lady all the way to the left there, right next to Charlie Chaplin? That's the one that I already sold. She was a redhead. But these guys are big. Right here. And I just thought they were awesome. You know how I am. The weirder the better. The more whimsical the better. Anything that breaks up monotony of the normal. I enjoy, because it just makes me smile every time I look at it. So anything that can make you smile is A+ in my book. So I got him and the redhead, and then I have the blonde here, kind of a little Marilyn Monroe-esque. And I have those two left in my shop. And since we're on the fact here that I've been showing this constantly in the background, I'll show you this. He is just super cool. And when it comes to clowns or court jesters or anything like that, this is the type that I like. Somebody like him. And this is just, see, he's got the little post sticking out the front of his forehead, like square in between of his eyes. This guy right here is a vintage Happy Harry ring toss. See that right there? And it's just a board. None of the rings or anything came with it. It's just the board. And I fell in love with him. So I had to have him. So he's going to be in my collection until I get bored with him, and then I'll list him. I'll list him in my Etsy shop. But I just thought he was too cool not to get. Love his smile. He's got a little wart on his nose. And I did get a couple more of the devil postcards. This one's a keeper. I'm going to keep this one. Why the devil don't you write? And let's see here. Miss Josephine Allen, 1912. And it's not the worst for wear. It's actually in excellent condition. And then, and this one says, I'm having a devil of a good time with a hot old push down here, which they had a different type of humor, I guess, back then, around the turn of the century. So I'm not sure what that means, but I was having a good time, so that's all that matters, right? I'm thinking they're on like a boardwalk, like a beach type thing, because you can see all the way in the background. There's a sailboat and a ship or something like that in the water. So this one is not postmarked, so it was never used. I can't find a date on it, but I'm definitely sure it's probably around 1910, something like that. So it's an antique, and I've got that one listed. And we shall move on to the creepy dolls. If you have any issues with dollies that are kind of worse for wear and may come alive at night, then you might not want to watch this. And then I have more to show you after the dolls, so stay tuned. And there is also a few more Halloween pieces. So first off, this one, I'm not sure exactly how old these are, but I would guarantee that they're all probably antique dolls. And here we go. Look at that face. No hair to speak of. You know, had some injuries, you know, over the years. There's a little hole right there. But she's kind of odd. She's got some long, long legs. I don't know if she was in a chorus line or something of that nature. I have no idea, but she's awesome. She's creepy. Okay, and next creepy baby is this gal right here. And she does have a ripped sock, and the part of one of her bottom of her shoes is missing, and she has no hair. What happens to the hair on these dolls, I am not sure, but for some reason they always end up bald. But the one that the thing that kind of creeped me out about this one is not necessarily her face or anything like that, but I've not seen one where her head tilts. She can look at you kind of like that, or she can look at you kind of like that. I don't know. What do you think? I think it makes it creepy, just because she can kind of tilt her head like that. So, next one I have is the worst for wear, and I think number one as far as creepy goes. But it has, sorry about my crookedness here, it has the eyes, one eye is doing the whole looking up thing, and the other one's looking straight at you. So I don't know, it kind of makes it creepier, I guess. And it's kind of like somebody dug it up like an archaeological dig. You know, it's got all of the, I'm sorry about the shadowing. It's just the lighting because I'm filming at nighttime. But look at all the crackling on this. You know, it's composition. But yeah, and she's got a big old crack in her head. And look at her outfit. I'll go back on it. Just look at that. It's not crazy. She's just filthy. And all scuffed and worn. And right here looks like somebody decided to munch a few fingers off or something. I'm not sure. But it looks like we got a niblet of a finger. Finger's missing on that one part. But the other ones look intact. But yeah, I mean, look how grungy this girl is. But she's, yeah. She's definitely has #1 place as far as all these dolls go for creepy factor. And this one I am going to keep for myself. And I'm sorry because I keep having to bend over and grab these dollies. This one. She's slightly creepy. Not as creepy as the rest, I guess. But she's going to stay in my collection. Oh. Sit up, little girl. There we go. So, yeah, this one's going to stay in my collection. Which, actually, every time I try to start a collection, it gets nixed from my family because it's too creepy to stay in the house. So, this one has passed the bar and is allowed to stay in the house. So, she is going to be part of the family officially. Okay. So, I think that's all the creepy dollies I have to show you. This one right here I've shown you before, so I think I've shown you her. She's not that creepy. She's kind of cute. So moving on, I have this. This is vintage, I think. Well, it could be borderline vintage. And it is a really big, I mean, you can see my hand. It's a big mask, like a devil mask, but it's got mirrored eyes. And it's only got a little bit of wear right there on the lip. But it's got like a, you know, like where it would strap onto your head. And I don't know if it works or not, but I guess, the like, I don't know, batteries go in the back there and it has like lighting or something that reflects light on the eyes. I'm not sure, but I think it would be cool just because of the mirrored eyes to have it hanging on the wall or something like that for Halloween, you know? So I got him. And these, there's 2 of them actually. And they're like a plastic. And they've got, as you can tell, I mean, they're just really, really glittery guys. But, you know, they're like the cardboard cutouts, except I guess these guys would last longer because they're plasticky. But these are older too, but they're not, I would not call them vintage. I think they're maybe 10 years or so. But there's a pair of them, and I got 2 of them. And they're in excellent condition. So I got those listed in my shop. And I also got these guys over here. They're really strange. They're salt and pepper shakers. And they're not real common. I haven't run across this set yet. This one right here has, say, on there, a couple little chips. But other than that, they're in good vintage condition. They're made in Japan. They're about 4.5 inches tall. And they got their corks present. But they're just odd and unusual. And that's what I like. I dig all those anthropomorphic salt and pepper shakers. I think they're kind of cool. So I got these guys. And those were on the little on the pricier side, so. But I thought they were well worth it because they're not, you know, your average everyday salt and pepper shaker. And this is not vintage at all, but I thought I would share it with you just because of the fact that I've been looking for one of these planners for, I mean, I guess you could say years, but I've never run across one. And they've always been so expensive that I would never actually purchase one and have it shipped. And this is, you know, a smaller one, as you can see by my hand. But it's a planner. And we were clothes shopping for my son, and this place, I think it's called Label Shopper. It's close to us, and it's basically kind of closeout stuff, kind of like a TJ Maxx, but even on the cheaper side of a TJ Maxx. And there was just one lonely one here, and I paid $7.99 for it. Crazy, huh? So I got that. And this little booger right here I wanted to share with you, because right now is the time, and if you want to buy one for yourself, it's a little bitty ghost in a specimen jar. And I just thought he's cool because you have your own little ghost for Halloween trapped in a jar, or your spirit trapped in a jar. And he's just cool, and he's just a wee little fella. See, he's just a wee little fella, but he is just neat. Look at the detail on him. And I got that at Stoltz Craft, and he's under $10. And they're a small business like we are. They're on Etsy, and it's right here, Stoltz Craft, STOLTZKRAFT. And if you want to get your own little baby ghost, then you can visit them. Their shop is on Etsy, and get your little ghosty. And last but not least, you're going to laugh at me because this is totally not my style, totally not my taste, but let me reach over and grab him and shake the camera some here. Ugh. I think the reason why I bought him is because it reminded me of Jeffrey. It's missing his legs, but it's a vintage flamingo. It's not one of the originals, you know, that you would see in people's yards. Like my husband, his grandmother, she had him in her yard, her backyard. But it's vintage, but it's not original. And he's in great shape. And he's just needs some legs, that's all. Just some wire legs. So I got this dude. So he's in my shop. So guys, well, I hope you enjoyed my haul. And in the spirit of Halloween, I'm probably going to be announcing a collaboration kind of thing, or I guess you could say a challenge, a Halloween challenge. And I'm hoping that other channels participate. And I'm probably going to be calling it the Haunted Halloween Home Challenge. So I'll probably be posting a video on that sometime soon. And if anyone wants to participate, even if you don't have a channel, and you just want to upload a video and I can add it on to the playlist, you're more than welcome to enter also. And it's just for fun. It's just, you know, people showing off their Halloween decorations. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my haul again. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, see you later.